Consciousness Experiment Weekly Review, May 1st through 7th, 2011. Wow, that's a long sentence. Okay, so I think I decided to start coming in with weekly reviews because a monthly overview is really challenging without having done this. So these are a few notes to myself and to anyone else out there who may be interested in listening in on this experiment. This week, some serious disruptions to my sleep schedule to contend with, as well as disruptions to my practice schedules. My sleep was disrupted by my dog, who got sick for about 4 or 5 days and was waking me up roughly every 30 minutes in the night to have to get outside. And then practice sessions typically get disrupted due to the time of year here in California, the tree cutters and leaf blowers coming around and making a whole lot of sound. Very challenging to contend with, and even still, events did occur, major events did occur 4 of the 7 days this week. So, the rate of experiences is staying up at the new increased rate this week as well. Very happy about that, especially due to the serious disruptions. Good to know. The inner alignment that is allowing more energy to flow into and through my physical body, or what I more commonly just refer to as the K, or Kundalini, is coming through more and more. The more I work from a conscious state, the more aware I am of these flows and the work that's happening within the body system. And just some serious work, some serious flows trying to come through the root chakra. Serious, diligent, highly focused work into the root chakra. I'm having to release my spine. I generally do this with some yoga, just kicking up into headstand and then shoulder stand and plow, for those of you who know the pose names. But this just opens the spine and the whole back body. I'm having to do this at 8 p.m. before going to bed. I'm generally waking around 12:30, 1 o'clock, feeling the discomfort of the energy flows through my body and having to get up at this point as well to release my spine. And then also again when I wake up at 4, after I meditate, usually about 4:45, 5 o'clock, I will have to do this again. And this does allow the energy flows to run more smoothly through my body, which allows me to focus better. If I can't focus because the discomfort is so great, then typically I will have to get up and do something, or roll over on my side and try to fall asleep and wake up from within there. I won't be able to work for too long from the conscious state. I have definitely found that laying on my back face up for a good solid hour prior to changing my location, definitely, no doubt about this, aids maintaining my conscious awareness, or regaining it if I do sink in and fall into a dream. I'm going to go ahead and link to I had my experiences are changing so dramatically so fast that I really can't go into details. These are in the written logs, and I will put a link down below to the general area where you can find this week's logs. And I will put in another link to just a real major experience that happened for me yesterday. There were so many wow points in this experience. I'm not going to relay them all. I will just relay one that I feel is very pertinent to this experiment, which is about discovering for myself the things that affect my consciousness, beneficially and unbeneficially, and support being able to consciously shift into the inner realms at will. So for instance, if I wanted to right now, I could sit down, close my eyes, and go in. Right now I'm not able to do this. Right now it takes quite a lot of practice. You could even say this is applying my will. Setting aside time to practice allowing this to actually occur. And it is no different than setting time aside to meditate or practice asana or do any other sort of practice. The practice is an application of will. So I just sort of want to put that through for some reason right now, so that this application of will doesn't stand out to be anything as negative as it might in some people's minds. But in the experience yesterday, I had a couple false awakenings. You know, the inner team is trying to wake me up from in there. And after these false awakenings, which I'm not catching until I feel the shift sensations, this is what generally brings me alert, I fall into a dream. And this dream progresses very rapidly. I'm not in it for very long, but it takes me into a moment where I'm holding a poster in my hand. And at this point in the dream, and this is something I'm starting to do a lot in various different ways, but in this one, I simply looked at the poster and deliberately, on purpose, applying my will, said, I've seen this before, even though I hadn't. I'm deliberately attempting to bring on a shift. I'm looking around at my environment and all the people. All the people seem absolutely real people in my real life. I'm looking at them in the same questioning way. And the most extraordinary thing is that before I even reached a point of knowing I was in the non-physical, this action brought on a shift. It not only brought on a shift, it brought on a shift into probably one of my most extraordinary experiences to date. There are a lot of messages I'm receiving from this event occurring, but I haven't integrated it fully yet, and so I sort of hesitate to put any of this forward, but I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit forward and say that part of the message that I'm receiving from this is that I am in control here. That I can, and I use that word lightly, but I use it on purpose at this point. But that I can, from right here in this reality, do the same. At any time I want, at any time that I'm ready, at any time that I need to. And for some reason, this is just very comforting to me. Okay, more next week. Again, I'll link to the logs below.